Hi everyone, you're watching the newsroom on ET Now. Let's introduce on the show Mr. P.C. Kandpal, the new MD and CEO of SBI General Insurance. Mr. Kandpal, thank you for joining us today on ET Now. And, I think the one trend that may have really sort of caught on some steam has to be health insurance, especially as we are in the midst of a health crisis. So, Mr. Kandpal, tell us, is health insurance garnering greater traction? Is there increased awareness as well among the consumers spurred on by, COVID-19?
So there is a greater traction in health insurance segment. We are seeing strong tailwinds also in terms of increased awareness, increased demand. Rather, I would say that health insurance is no more a luxury. Rather, it has become now essential. So reduction in waiting period, home healthcare benefit, payment in installments, these are the points which our regulator has ensured. So going forward, we see that 4 growth levers will help in larger coverage of health insurance. The first lever would be the awareness which has been created. Second is the government's push. So government push comes in 2 areas. One is for the coverage of SME sector employees, which recently the government came out with the instruction that they should be covered with health insurance. Second is in terms of Ayushman Bharat, which is covering the bottom of the pyramid, 50 crore or 10 crore families. Then there is push from the government for the covering of missing middle. So these 4 levers will definitely make health insurance coverage wider and deeper across the country. In fact, health insurance now is being sold along with wellness products. Rather, health insurance with wellness is becoming the new norm.
All right. You did mention that the government has been pushing, the importance for insurance. They've been focused on rural as well to expand the outreach. So what is demand like in Tier 2 and Tier 3 cities? Any trends that you're observing?
Yes, definitely. There is a rise in demand from the Tier 2, 3 cities. Rather, I would say that now the more economy uptake will come from the rural areas. Rural is where Bharat lives. So we want to be insurer to Bharat. As of now itself, 25% of our business is coming from rural areas. With the name of SBI with us, it gives us a reach and trust of SBI. And we have presence across all locations because of our banca partners. So we are adopting 3-pronged approach for financial inclusion. First one is who can better understand the needs of the customers than being a SBI company. So we know the needs. Then second is we are deepening and widening our distribution and reach in the form of our banca partners, in the form of support from CSPs, POSPs. Rather, we have filed a new product with regulator.
Okay, how much of your sales is through the banker channel, and going forward, do you see these digital channels dominating your distribution mix, given that obviously social distancing is going to be the new norm?
So going forward, since we want to be insurer to the Bharat and we will have to deepen and widen our reach, so we will have to fire all channels. So not only banker, we should be present through POSPs, that is agency also, and the broker also. So wherever we have an opportunity to be there from company itself or through digital mode, we will be doing that. Wherever physical requirement would be there, we will definitely be exploiting our presence through the POSPs and through the proposed SHG.
All right. Let's talk about, the multi-state level and the local level lockdowns that are being imposed, and also the cash conserving requirement of a lot of customers. Do you think that it could perhaps impact renewal premiums and may result in customer losses? Or you think that, the need for health insurance at this point of time is extremely essential and that customers will consider this as well as an essential expense?
So as of now, we are not seeing any such thing because so far insurance was taken as a mandatory and only those people who could afford were buying insurance. So as of now, our renewal is almost at the same level where we were last year. And how long this situation will remain, that is not certain, but as soon as the economy opens up, we are sure that there will be a rebound in economy, in income, in employment, and resultantly, GI will also be doing well.
Motor insurance dominates the product mix for general insurance companies, but this segment has seen quite a significant degrowth. What's your total exposure to motor insurance and your outlook on this category?
Automobile industry was contributing almost 7.5% to the GDP. So there was major dependence on motor. Even for GI industry, almost 36% of the premium was coming from the motor industry. First 2 months were really bad. Rather, last year itself was not doing very well for the motor industry. But June onwards, we are seeing demand getting restored in particularly tier 3-4 cities. And once the normalcy prevails, I think there will be increased demand in two-wheelers and lower version motor also. People will be little scared traveling by public transport. So if you see in near future, not very bullish, but not very depressing scenario. We are anticipating increase in vehicle demand, particularly in personal area, personal purchases. And in FY 2021, current financial year, if not a degrowth, but a flatter growth we see in motor insurance.
Now that you've taken charge of the company, what would be your growth strategy for SBI General? What sort of growth opportunities would you be looking at, both organic or even if you're looking at for any inorganic growth opportunities?
We are already growing almost double the rate of the industry. I would like to maintain this. And as I told you earlier, that there is huge untapped potential. Less than 1% of GDP coverage in GI industry. And there is a lot of push from the government, regulator. So all enabling environment is there. Oh, and I told you the next decade is going to be of GI industry. So we have our 3-point strategy to leverage this opportunity. First one remains deeper penetration, and that in retail, because commercial is a different play. So focus on retail, health, home, and SME. If we do that, there is very less coverage in these line of businesses. Second strategy will be widening and deepening reach. So we'll have to focus on channels. We cannot depend only on one. So banca, retail, agency, broking, direct, we need to be present in all. Rather, we are looking at white spaces in widening and deepening our reach. And the third one is product innovation. Now we'll have to think digital and keep things simple. So we will be selling bite-sized products. We are already, a lot of our bite-sized products are in pipeline. Ultimately, we want to be customized solution provider. So if we do that, I think our vision of being a preferred insurer for modern India and Bharat would be achieved.